Many teams find success because the stars align and they have a few good athletes that come to their program. Those kids graduate, then you forget all about that program and another program emerges. The real key is to develop a successful program where year in and year out you find your team competing at a very high level. This is my 7th season coaching at Mater Dei, and I've been able to stay consistent with athlete development. Over the past 6 seasons, I've had 5 lady long jumpers over the 18-foot mark, 3 lady high jumpers at 5'3" or higher, 7 lady triple jumpers who were over 37 feet. On the boys' side, I'm still working on it, but my focus is to make sure that they understand that track and field is a primary sport. Most of my athletes only do track, so I have time to develop them, which is a huge reason why I have sent 12 athletes or more to Division I colleges through track and field these past 6 seasons. It's been a lot more because I've been coaching longer than that, but that's happened in this short window. My philosophy is very simple. High schoolers are just young kids. Their bodies are rapidly changing, so it's very important to continue to develop their motor skills and their base before introducing any specific event type of training. I break up my calendar into 4 sections. One is the summer cycle. The focus is only muscular endurance, flexibility, and improving their range of motion. Squats, lunges, hip work, all the basics are done. We barely do any running in this cycle. This cycle will last about 4 to 5 weeks. Cycle 2, we shift into cardiovascular endurance and advanced muscular endurance. I have them run 6 to 8 400-meter runs, which is they're untimed, and they have 5 to 7 minutes rest in between. There is no expectation on time. The goal is to keep your position through the whole run and don't physically show fatigue while you're running. We also add in a workout called Powerhouse, which is a collection of stationary plyometric exercises. This cycle lasts for about 4 weeks or so. Cycle 3 is more of a hybrid. This is where we move into functional plyometrics. We bring down the runs to 300-meter runs, which is focused on expansion of the lung capacity and also to wake up the body. The Plyo Circuit is called Beast. This is where we focus on improving range of motion, kind of introducing basic specific movements when it comes to jumping, but it's designed to open up the body and have the body learn how to take impacts. Now the runs are timed, but they're timed only for consistency. That making time is not required. Still, the athletes are just running, focusing on positions and pushing their own selves versus me telling them how fast they should be running. That level of stress is where athletes start to get little injuries and things like that. I take that whole factor of stress out by having them run at their own pace, but I still record their times. Cycle 3 also blends into a workout called Elite. Elite is a plyometric workout which is solely focused on strength development. This workout is to build stronger athletes and to create more elastic muscles. Towards the latter part of Cycle 3, I'll start requesting athletes to make their runs in certain times. Those times are based on their averages that I timed when they were running before at their own pace. So it's kind of introducing a slight level of stress to their body, but it's all within a fixed environment. Now, Cycle 4 is where we start to introduce technique. This is where the coaches have to know what they're talking about. If you don't know how to coach or teach the event, you're going to find yourself in a very bad position. Then you just become a trainer because you're just having them train but never really get better at the technical aspect of the jump. So having a technical progression is very important. But you'll have one day of that technical training, then the other day is focused simply on your Cycle 3 training. The athletes still have to remain improvement and getting in shape. Throughout the season, athletes will continue to focus on getting in shape. Now, my summer program is 4 days a week. The off season is twice a week. So we're not even doing too much overall, but the focus is the body will adapt to whatever you're doing. So when you get into your 4 or 5 days a week training cycle, when season comes around, it's easy to funnel into that type of training. Now, it's important to teach the base level techniques to the beginners and the advanced to those who need it. You have to separate those training groups. Age or strength of the athlete does not matter. It comes down to experience and where their body is at that time. So you can have a senior who's super strong but has just joined track. They need to be with the base beginners. You can have a freshman who is a phenom. They need to learn and be with the beginners. You can have a sophomore who's been running track for 2 years. That athlete can also be in the advanced group depending on what that athlete is working on. But during season, the goal is to fine-tune, mentally prep, have fun, listen to your body, recover, and just compete. Then get a scholarship. That's how we do it.